Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another daily technical analysis video. So we're going to be looking at the three majors: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. And if we take a look at the 4-hour trade, actually on this chart of this range, the trade I was talking about yesterday in my video would have been a decent trade right here. We got a false breakout into this zone where, since it didn't break higher, it's most likely going to trade back down, and that would have been a good trade, but I actually missed it. I placed my limit to buy or to short it, but I didn't get filled, so no big deal. Missed this trade. In hindsight, would have been a good trade to take, and just a note to myself, I need to be looking at ranges more frequently because the market trades in ranges like this more frequently than they do trend. So just to prove my point, this range lasted from 70k to this downwards action lasted 7 days, right? And then could add a little bit more, few days right here, but started trending upwards. So this downwards trend lasted 7 days, and this complete range that we've been in have lasted 14 days. So literally double the amount trading sideways. That's why range trading is more powerful and you'll get more trades in by having a range trading strategy. So as a trader, we trade any type of moves, any market conditions. So that's why you need to have a range trading strategy and a trend trading strategy. So yeah, but looking on the higher time frames, I wanted to actually look at the other chart. We are still looking for the market structure breaks of 61.7 and confirming market structure, bullish market structure, breaking up and consolidating above here to trade to 65k. That would be a good trade to take profits on, and then possibly up to 68k to close the full trade, because overall we are still in this massive range. So that's why you take partial profits and then full profits along the way, because technically we could trade all the way back up to here, get rejected, and trade all the way back down here, and we would still be in the range. So the only breakout trade that we could take for new all-time highs would be literally breaking new all-time highs, or at least 70k, 71k, to have a valid reason to see new all-time highs. And then basically for the downside, waiting, because we can trade all the way back down here and still be in this range, and then bounce back up. We could still do that. So for a downwards trade, we need to break below here at 57k slash 56k. Start trading below here, and we can trade it down to 54k. Would be an easy short trade. And then if we start building bearish market structure below it, we're most likely going to go down here at the wick at 49, just about 50k. And if Bitcoin's completely cooked, we'll see most likely the next resistance is technically right here. But since we had a false breakout technically with this wick, but if it starts building market structure and start closing candles, then it's going to be super bearish, and we're going to see some resistance right here. That's where because this was kind of like a false breakout over here. Let's zoom in over here. Had like a range. This was just a false breakout, and then the market structure for a decent support and resistance would be about 44, 43, where we had right here. So that's the complete bearish case, which we don't want to see, but we have to. Whoops. We don't want to see, but we have to make a strategy if it does do that, so we can trade it and still make money. So that's Bitcoin. Nothing too big moving right now, except for that one day trade that I missed. And on Ethereum, we got, before move on to Ethereum, the RSI is technically bullish because it is above the moving average, building the RSI above the moving average is bullish, but this could, since it's not in a clear uptrend like right here, just, far away from it, this would be an uptrend. This is more consolidation, as the chart also shows, other than this, a clear trend. So this could be a false bullish signal, and for it to be super bullish, we need to have the market structure break to make a trade above it to about 65K. So this could just be a false signal, and it's basically noise right now because the chart tells us the same thing as the RSI basically. And then Ethereum, I think I had levels drawn somewhere. No. But basically, for Ethereum, we are in a very, very tight range, clearly. And we need a break above there. We need to break above here because it's very massive resistance, for days, basically. And we need a break above here to trade back above to 2,900. That would be first resistance and a good profit. A good place to take profits, if you break above 27, you could easily trade it. That'd be a good trade, valid breakout trade of the range. And then also we got like a little bit of an interim swing, an interim level right here of this range, right? But I would say, because you could treat this as this range, right? But I would say we're in this range actually. So, but if you say we're in this tighter range, we break out below here, we're gonna go down here, and that would be a good short. So you could say that is valid. But to be more conservative and safe, I would say we're in this way bigger range where we could trade all the way down here. And then if we start breaking it, then we could trade down to 2,000 again. But it would be still decent actually to get this one trade right to this level. And then, because, the bottom could be in, but Ethereum way more bearish than bullish. And the daily bands, let me just delete all this. You can see the daily bands are bearish because they're red, clearly. And on Bitcoin, they actually are. Let me get a freshie. We got the daily bands actually kind of curving up, and they could be flipping green in the next week or two. So that could be a false signal if we don't have a break above this level. And then last coin, Solana. Yeah, these levels still remain valid in this very tight range where we could trade it down to the bottom of the range from a breakout trade below from 140 just about to 130, and then the upside from 146 to 162. So that's what I would be looking at. And then if you actually deleted these and said that we were trading in this wider range, we could just trade completely inside of this for weeks/days, most likely weeks, right, until we break above or below. And then we're looking at high 180s, almost 200. And then the bottom is there's no valid structure other than way back here at 116 and 100, just about. It's not very clear where a bottom could be or could be forming because this is pure consolidation, and it could be forming a bottom because it's less volatile, which we don't want to see mass volatility in consolidations, because then it would look like a distribution just like this, go up, massively down, little pump right here for another uptrend, massively down, uptrend, massively down. So it trading very tightly right here is building energy for the next big either up or down. So, but I need more signals for a bottom to be formed, because the RSI is very uninformative right now actually, and This is just pure noise. The RSI. Normally I've never seen it like this, like where it's just riding on it for that long. But, you know, that's what happened, you know. So there's no trend for the RSI, as we are in this decent range, not as tight as the Ethereum range, but and not as clear as the Bitcoin range. So that's basically it. Still waiting for the big high key levels to get broken for a big trade, a bigger trade, but in the meantime, that's what we got to wait for. And this range could still play out. I drew it on the 4 hour, so it's more valid there. This range could still play out if we go down here and have a false breakout. Something like this could go long to up here again to take profits. But we could also, just like right here, huge false breakout. We could, you know, go back here and still trade back inside the range to take a trade. But don't trade that if you don't know what you're doing or have a system, because this is the system that I've tested and have confirmed that it is profitable. And I could have called this system, or I could have called this range way over here after this leg down, and I could have traded this and this and this, but, you know, I was slacking a little bit. But yeah, that's basically it. So peace out. See you guys in the next one.